Unvaccinated nurses who were fired for not getting vaccinated are being called back to work due to a staffing shortage. Hospitals all across the globe have sacked medical personnel who have not been vaccinated. Now it seems that several of these healthcare institutions have suddenly realized that they are in the middle of a so-called pandemic, and are scrambling to hire and train new employees to fill the vacancies they created. Political commentator Peter Sweden documented a similar occurrence taking place in another Canadian province, stating that hospitals in Alberta put 1,400 healthcare workers on leave before Christmas for being unvaccinated. Now they are begging them to come back to work because of the Omicron surge. Hospitals in Quebec also decided to ease up on their COVID rules for workers, allowing workers who test positive for COVID to come back to work. Quebec Health Minister, Christian Dubé made the announcement.
Omicron's contagion is so exponential that a huge number of personnel have to be withdrawn, and that poses a risk to the network capacity to treat Quebecers. Under certain conditions, positive staff will be able to continue working according to a list of priority.
Meanwhile, the same thing is happening in Italy, where hospitals are asking unvaccinated workers to come back. In one video that has gone viral on social media, a nurse describes her true story about the hospital she previously worked for asking her to come back.
True story. November 15th, I was terminated from my nursing job because of mandates. This weekend, on December 18th, I had a message from staffing asking me if I could work this weekend, all through Christmas and all through till the new year. They're so desperately short.
Perhaps it is time for all hospitals and healthcare providers to realize they were wrong to demand their workers to get vaccinated. It's perfectly fine to stand up for what you believe in, even if it means standing alone.
Just think about it in your head. How bad do things have to get before you do something? Do they have to take away all your property? Do they have to license every activity that you want to engage in? Do they have to be throwing you on cattle cars before you start to say, now wait a minute, I don't think this is a good idea? How long is it going to be before you finally resist and say, no, I will not comply? Period. That's a different answer for each person. Ask yourself now, because sooner or later you're going to come to that line, and when they cross it, what are you going to say? Well, okay, cross this line. Okay, now cross that line. Okay, now cross this line. And pretty soon you're in a corner. Sooner or later, you've got to draw a line and stand your ground, whether anybody else does or not. That is what liberty is all about.
Please leave your comments below on what you think. Also, please like or dislike the video, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and be notified when we post new videos. Thank you.